Okay, hello Lauren. Thank you very much for your question. Sean Dillman here. So I went down to my local paper shop and I got some of this ledger paper. So just to do a quick measurement of it, it seems as if it is 17 inches tall by, what is it, 11 inches wide. So given that those are the dimensions, I'm thinking that, you probably don't want to fold the paper this way, because then you would just have these really long, slender pieces. I'm assuming that you want to fold it this way, because if you fold it this way, then you actually get, what is it? It's like 8.5 by 11, right? So that makes sense. So I haven't folded these yet, but I'm going to do that. So I'm going to fold these over now. I just have two pieces, but I thought that basically what you were suggesting is that you would like to be able to put multiple pieces through it in like a single scan job. So I'm thinking that I just needed 2 pages. Obviously 3 or 4 more would be better, but 2 should do it. Okay, so that's one, and obviously I'm trying to fold them as nicely as I can, so that we have kind of a nice line here on the side. Anyway, okay, so there we go. So I folded them. I'm pulling on these pretty hard to get us like a really nice hard fold line, because I'm thinking that'll help it perhaps not jam, but let's find out. Okay, so I will put these in. I guess it doesn't really matter if I put them in, with the folds on the left or the folds on the right. So we'll just put them in with the folds are on the right. I've just got it set to a regular scan, so let's see how it goes. Huh. Paper jam occurred. Open, remove the document. If the document exceeds 14.17 inches, press the feed mode setting button on the lower right hand panel. Load the document. I don't know. Scan. Okay, I'm back. I think I've got it actually. So put these in, scan. And there you go. So I'll show you now actually on the computer, like on the profile, how I was able to get that to happen. So here I am in the ScanSnap software. And then, and then I just go here to edit profile. And then that brings this up. And then you need to go to feed, you go to options, and then multi-feed detection. Check length, check overlapping, ultrasonic. So this is the thing that was detecting that 2 documents were being pulled at the same time. So I just set that to none. And then I went to OK, and then I selected save, and then that made it work. So if you want to scan multiple pieces of folded over ledger paper, I think that you can do it. I think that you just need to change that setting so it doesn't detect the overlap. But as you could see in the video, it looked like it was pulling them just fine. I think that if you just have a hard fold on the side, and if the paper is thick, I think it'll pull the document. And what else? That's about it. I guess I don't know, if you're putting in folded documents, you'd have to consider that to be kind of like 2, right? Like meaning like the capacity of this tray is only so much, right? So you're gonna have to keep in mind that maybe you could only put in like 20 pieces, like total, because that would in essence be like 40 pieces of paper. So keep that in mind. Put a hard fold on it, and yeah, it seems like it would go through. So I know it can be kind of hard to find good options for multi-feeding unusual pieces of paper. 8.5 by 11 or legal. It's easy to put that through a multi-feeder because that's what most of them are built for. But obviously when you get into something like a ledger, size or something else, it's tricky if you want to do multi-feed kind of scans. So anyway, so ideally this will work for you. So thank you again for the question. That was it was interesting. It was interesting to find out if it would work. I'm glad to see that it does. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. And oh, by the way, I posted a new video yesterday about just tips on how to read faster. So if you have the time, if you would take a look, and if you wanted to throw a comment on that video, I would appreciate it. My research on YouTube has suggested that a lot of people want to see this subject, so I'm hoping that my video will help people because there are some other videos on this subject, but they're all kind of old and they don't contain the same kind of tips that I'm giving. So anyway, if you have the time, I would appreciate it, but no worries if not. Okay, thank you again, Lauren. Have a good day.